Hi there and welcome back to Planet Property. Today we're going to do a two-in-one kind of thing, and I'm going to talk through something that I've actually been requested quite a lot over on my Instagram page. If you're not following me on Instagram, I would say go and check it out, but to be honest, I don't post a huge amount. I am getting back into stories though, which is fun. But it is something that I do get asked quite a lot. A lot of people do send me DMs on Instagram because they find me on YouTube, so please feel free to drop me a message on Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter or anything like that. I love hearing from people. But what a lot of people ask me a lot of the time is, how do you fit in so much exercise with working full time, doing the APC and everything else that you have to do in life? So I thought I'd talk through sort of my top tips whilst I get ready to go out, because I'm going to go and watch my boyfriend play rugby. Well, he better not be playing rugby. It's his not school team, it was his local team when he was growing up, are having a big reunion because they've all turned 30 this year. One of the boys is moving to Kenya, so it's kind of like a leaving party. But those that are playing, he's not playing because he broke his arm, or he better not be playing. They're having a game, a veterans game, but it's a big family event, it's barbecue. Also, he went a couple of hours ago. I've just been getting on with some revision and now I need to get ready to go and meet them all there. So that's going to be really fun, but we need to sort out hair and face before we go. So, like I say, combine the two. So I want to make it very clear that almost nothing I say in this video is going to be new information. You know, this isn't sort of revolutionary or anything like that. Well, maybe it is, I don't know, maybe you've not heard this stuff before, but, you know, I don't think I'm sort of sprouting any new pearls of wisdom here. I'm just sort of giving you my advice from over the years of juggling many things, spinning many a plate. Wonder what that is. Apologies about that, I got a bit distracted and now I've completely lost my train of thought. But yes, I'm just gonna give you my tips basically for squeezing it all in. Let's get going. So first tip, and like I say, nothing in this is revolutionary by any means. It's plan it. You've got to plan it in. If you're busy, you can't just go, I feel like going to the gym tonight. If you've also got to get a couple of hours revision in, or if something landed on your desk that's urgent that really needs doing by the end of the week. You know, it's all, that's not to say you can't go to the gym in the evening, but you've got to be able to plan it in. And go, no, okay, I've got my session plan from 6 till 7, then I'll carry on working on this at home after that for a couple of hours, or I'm gonna get my revision in the morning or on my lunch break or something. Or if you're like, so this is where the advice is, I personally have to do my session in the morning because A, gets it over and done with, don't have to think about it for the rest of the day. It's a bit annoying, this is almost over, but I can feel that there's more in. There we go. Yeah, I have to get my session done in the morning. A, it's over and done with for the day. Anything could pop up later on in the day, you know, work deadline, something with friends, or, you know, Tom and I might decide to do something spontaneously, and it doesn't matter, I got my session in, got it done. B, I've got more energy first thing in the morning. That's just me. I know a lot of people aren't morning people. But to be honest, I do think that exercise helps with that. I personally find that when I've done my exercise, I'm far more ready and engaged for my day, whereas if I don't train in the morning, I feel very sluggish and lethargic and just sort of, ooh, you know, rolling out of bed, going straight to work. See, the gym is often actually quieter in the morning, which is one of the big reasons I prefer it now that I'm back into weight training in a sort of standard commercial gym. I hate the evening rush slot at Pure Gym. It is one of the most hellish places on. I actually have the membership, which means that you can't go in at that time because, well, A, like I say, I don't ever really train after work. And B, it's just, why would I want to? Why would I want to pay £6 extra a month to go at a really horrible time of the day? So that's one way to do it actually. If you're going to join Pure Gym, get the membership which doesn't allow you to go in the evenings. If you really want to force yourself to become a morning person, you've got no choice but to go to the gym in the morning. And there you go. But yeah, back to the point about it raining. I've got washing hanging out. No, it just feels like it's gonna rain. Back to the point about the energy. There's so many scientific studies and things about why exercising in the morning gives you more energy, and for me it really is the only way to start my day. I have a much better working day if it started in the gym, running, some kind of exercise in the morning, get myself up, alert, ready, one thing ticked off the list before 8 AM, raring to go. Then, like I say, if I was, and that's not to say that you shouldn't have some rest days, because rest is so important, especially if you're doing a lot like the APC and the gym and work, etc. But it's all about trial and error, to be honest. It's about learning your body and what works for you, what you thrive under. So for example, my partner Tom is not a morning person at all. He likes to, and he tries to do it with me, but he is much better in the evening, so he largely actually does his training in the evenings, and that works for him. But it's not for me at all. So I struggle to get my eating to sort of work around it if I train in the evenings. So that's my first, it's kind of like things are all blending into one here, isn't it? It's sort of schedule it into your week and learn what is best for you, what is your optimal time to be training. And the third one is learn what you enjoy, because you are gonna do it far more if you're enjoying it. Don't just think because every girl on Instagram and TikTok is building a massive bum and wants to look like a Kardashian, that that's what you need to do, because you could be really into your running, or you could be playing tennis or something, just something that you enjoy that gets you moving. That is all that matters, is moving your body, because we don't move enough, especially if you work in a similar field to me. We sit at our desks all day, and the human body was not designed for that. The human body was not designed to sit down for 10, 11, 12 hours a day. So we got to move, although it is quite a jarring kind of thing going from the high intensity, super strength workouts in the morning to just sitting all day. But that's another matter. And to follow on from that, my next point, oh no, just put my thumb in my bronzer. My next point would be that just because something has worked for you in the past doesn't necessarily mean it will now. You'll go in and out of phases with things. So at the moment, I'm actually really into my running. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge, and just in a way I never have done before. I've always been the kind of person that says, oh, I'm not a runner, running's not for me, etc. But I've done a couple of half marathons now, and I've actually just signed up for my first ever marathon, which is terrifying. So you heard it here first. I am doing, well, you haven't actually. I put it over on my Instagram, which is why you should go and follow me on Instagram. But I am running the Yorkshire Marathon in October, middle of October. I think it's either the 13th or the 15th of October, which is equal parts exciting and terrifying. But that sort of leads me on to my next point, is have a goal in mind. So I can't do a marathon without doing lots and lots of training for it. I cannot turn up on that start line not having put the miles in. I mean, technically I suppose I could and could walk it. I don't want to do that. Like I say, I'm starting from a good place. I've done a couple of half marathons. I have a very good fitness base as it is. I actually went to the doctors a couple of weeks ago about something else, and they took a few, like they did a few routine tests, and they took my base heart rate, and she said, do you exercise a lot? And I said, yeah, why? She said, your resting heart rate is about 42. That's sort of like professional athlete level. And I sort of thought, oh, well done, body. I'm glad that you are responding to all of the torture I put you through, and means that my cardiovascular health is actually really good. So that's good. But yes, so I am now training for a marathon, which is, like I say, equal parts terrifying and exciting. But it's not just about running. So I've gotten properly back into my strength training now, because I know that it is essential to be strength training whilst running a marathon, because it significantly reduces the chance of injury, and it also makes you a better runner if you've got strong legs, glutes, core, everything else. So I'm doing a sort of runner's strength training program at the moment, and then I'm still going boxing, but that's kind of more my fun, if that makes sense. So I just squeeze that in as and where I have the time and space for it, because that's just something I really enjoy, rather than see it as, oh, I've got to go to the box and do my exercise. And no, when can I fit it in? Because I love going to the box. That's how I feel about it. So it could be a fitness goal like mine, which is to run a marathon. It could be a weight goal. You want to get up to a certain weight, get down to a certain weight. It could be a strength-based one. I want to be able to squat 60 kilos. Want to deadlift 100 kilos. It could be anything, but if you set yourself a goal, then you've got far more chance of getting there, because you're working towards something, rather than just this arbitrary, I'm going to go to the gym because I know it's good for me and I know I should, or I'm going to go for my run because I know I need to get out of the house. Sign yourself up for some 10Ks or 5K. Go to parkrun. Parkrun is the most wonderful thing in the world. Go to parkrun on a Saturday morning, see how you feel. Then do a little bit more running in the week, couple of sessions during the week, and it will become quite addictive trying to see your time get smaller and smaller at parkrun each week. So I am aiming for the sub 25 minutes at the moment, which, you know, to some people that's not that fast, but to me that's a huge goal. When I started doing parkrun, I was sort of the 30 to 35 minute region, and I remember the first time I ever got under 30 minutes, how absolutely over the moon I was. And now I'm sort of solidly in the 26 to 27 minutes, depending on the day and the course, etc. And I want to get that sub 25 goal. That's part of my marathon training as well, is I'm going to get faster in my short distances. So I'm really excited about that. And then also another tip is to, if you can, book classes, and book them where you are penalised for not going. Because if you're losing money, or if you get fined, or if you get sort of blacklisted from your gym because you've not turned up to 3 classes in a row, that is encouraging. And similarly, you know, book in with a friend, say, let's meet at the gym at 6:30 on Tuesday morning. Then you are accountable then. So, like I say, none of this is groundbreaking information. You'll have heard it all over the internet before, but I think it's really important to know that it's not impossible, and you have to see it as part of your life, and as part of your life that you actually want to participate in. So for me, like I say, I absolutely love the box. It's my happy place, going boxing. So for all my, I don't train after work and stuff, I tend to go to the box after work. It's like I say, that's not training for me, that's my enjoyment. It's my social life, it's where I go and see friends, etc. And I get out my stresses of the day. But my actual training is now marathon based, so that is what I do in the morning. I go for my runs in the morning, or I do my strength sessions in the gym in the morning. But yes, it's seeing fitness as a part of your life, as something you enjoy, something you look forward to, so that you find a way to slot it in, and you find a way to make time for it. Because if you enjoy it, you will find a way. There is always a way. You currently find a way to watch 4 hours of Netflix of an evening. So what's losing an hour of that to going to train? I don't mean to sound preachy, you know, each to their own. Not everyone loves going to the gym or whatever, but I do think that everyone, especially if you have a desk-based job and work in the same sort of world and industry as I do, everyone should move their body in some way. We as a society do not move enough, and we don't eat good enough food. But that is for another day. I have to say though, the biggest problem with training this much is I never know when to wash my hair. So I washed my hair yesterday morning after I did, what did I do yesterday? I did a leg day yesterday morning, and then I went to the box yesterday evening. And then this morning I was gonna do parkrun, but actually my legs are so sore from this week. I've done a lot of strength-based work on my legs that I just didn't feel like it. And also I was really tired, so I skipped it and I actually went for a sea swim, which was lovely. But I wore way too many layers. I got quite sweaty on the walk down to from the sea swim. So my hair is a nightmare. You know, what is going to save us? What is your best friend? You know what I'm going to say before I even say it. Dry shampoo. Or if you're blonde like me, I've discovered this recently, which is, it's a bit more expensive. It's a dry shampoo for blondes, so it doesn't leave that sort of horrible white residue thing. It sort of like really naturally blends into your roots. So this is what I'm going to use now. Brush it through my hair, make myself look a bit more presentable. Then tomorrow morning I've got my interval session. So every week for my runs I do one long run, one interval session, and then 2 other runs, normally a park run and like a shorter recovery run. So tomorrow is my interval session, so I'll wash my hair again after that. That, I would say, is sort of the biggest conundrum. That and the amount of washing that you have to do. Be prepared to start doing a lot more washing. But like I say, I don't mean this to sound preachy. I'm not here to sit and tell any, because, you know, I'm not the best in the world. I'm about to pack up my bag to go over to Worthing for the afternoon, and I'm putting a bottle of rosé in there, you know. So I'm by no means perfect, but I do wholly believe in the benefits that being more active, getting more exercise in can have on your mind as well as your body. And if your mind's in a good space, your work is going to be better, you're going to be happier. What is it we say? People who exercise have endorphins, and people with endorphins are happy, and happy people just don't shoot their husbands. I'm pretty sure I got that quite wrong, but you know what I mean. If you know the reference, comment below. Now I'm going to sort out this mane and get myself over to the station, go over to Worthing, go and watch some rugby, have some rosé with the boys, just generally have a nice chilled Saturday afternoon, because I've planned it into my schedule, known about this event for months in advance. It's something the boys have been planning for, I think, since Christmas. So I'm going to leave you there, and yeah, feel free to send me a message anytime on Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, and I will get back to you. And thank you very much for watching. I do apologise for the state that I've been in. I will try and look more presentable in my next video, and I will see you then. Bye.